Hey, hi. So today we will learn about quadratic equations and the factorization of quadratic equations. First of all, equation. We'll learn what are the quadratic equations. Which equations are called quadratic equations? If I write any equation in the form of ax squared plus px plus c. This is called the quadratic equation when we have the degree is 2. When the degree is 2. So what is degree? The maximum exponent, or I can say the maximum of power is called a degree. On the other hand, if I write only ax plus b, what is the degree here? Degree is 1 only. Degree is 1. This, right? Here, this is the degree. That is true. If I write like for example ax cube plus px square plus cx plus d equals to 0. Here the degree is 3, the maximum exponent, the maximum power of a variable is called the degree. The degree is 3 here. So this is called a cubic equation. This one is a linear equation and this is a quadratic equation that we will learn today. For example, if I write 2x squared plus 3x minus 5 equals to 0. This is written in the form of a quadratic equation where you can compare this equation with the general one. So after comparing, you can see at the place of a, 2, b is equals to 3 and c equals to minus 5. So the question here is if I write only 2x squared minus 5 equals to 0. Is it a quadratic equation now? Yes, it will be. Because I can write it in the form of quadratic equation. In general form, I can write it. See, 2x squared plus 0 times x minus 5 equals to 0. Here you can say a is equals to 2, b equals to 0, yes, and c equals to minus 5. Hope this is clear. Next is how do we factorize a quadratic equation? Factorization of a quadratic equation. Alright, let's see. First example, x squared plus 10x plus 16. The first step is you will find out the value of a, b, and c when we compare it with the general notation, the general quadratic equation. A is equals to 1, yes. B equals to 10 and C equals to 16 after comparing it with the general notation that is ax squared plus bx plus c, right? And you will find the product of a and c, ac, which is 1 times 16, 16, right? So now the second step is to write down all the factors of 16. So 16 can be written as 1 times 16, yes, as a product of prime numbers, or product of its factor basically. 1 times 16. Second is I can say 4 times 4. I can say twice of 8. Alright? And what else? Yes, and then negatives as well, like minus 1 times minus 16, minus 4 times minus 4, minus 2 times minus 8. Alright? Now we have to figure out which pair can give us the value of b. b. What is b here? 10. I can see if I add them or subtract them, only 2 and 8 can give me 10, right? If I add minus 2 and minus 8, that will give me minus 10. I don't need negative of 10, I need positive of 10. So obviously I will pick the pair 2 and 8. The more than half of the question is done here, 2 and 8. So the third step is I will write down x square as it is, plus I will write down 16 even as it is, 16. I will split it up the middle then, 10x as the number that we have chosen, 2x and 3x, 2x plus 8x, right?